In 1902, a well-dressed woman walked into a law office in New York City. She asked the clerk to wait outside, then slipped a forged document into her bag and walked out. That piece of paper would help her steal the equivalent of over $20 million and bring down an entire bank. Her name was Cassie Chadwick, but that wasn't her real name. She was born Elizabeth Bigley in Ontario, Canada, in 1857. From a young age, she had a talent for deception. At 22, she forged a relative's signature on a check and was arrested. A judge declared her insane and she was released. She used that freedom to keep going over the next 2 decades. She moved through different cities under different names: Louise Bigley, Lydia Scott, Mademoiselle Marie de Vere, running small cons, posing as a fortune teller, and reinventing herself wherever the last lie had worn out its welcome. Then she had the biggest idea of her life. In 1897, she married a wealthy Ohio doctor named Leroy Chadwick. Suddenly, she had respectability, a grand home, and access to Ohio's highest social circles. But she wanted more, so she invented a secret. She began quietly telling certain bankers a remarkable story that she was the secret, illegitimate daughter of Andrew Carnegie, the richest man in America. Carnegie, she claimed, was so ashamed of her existence that he kept her identity hidden. But he had left her a fortune in a trust, tens of millions of dollars that would one day be hers. To make the story believable, she needed proof. That's where the New York law office came in. She had the clerk witness her, leaving with a promissory note, a document she had forged herself, appearing to show Carnegie owed her $2 million. Word spread quietly among bankers. Nobody wanted to miss out on a client connected to the richest man in the world. Banks across Ohio began lending her enormous sums. She borrowed against her inheritance over and over, living lavishly on money she had no intention of repaying. She wore diamonds, bought expensive furniture, threw parties, and tipped servants with $100 bills. For years, nobody checked. Nobody called Carnegie to ask. The assumption of wealth was enough. But every lie has a limit. In 1904, one bank, tired of waiting for repayment, began asking questions. Then another. Then investigators started looking. And what they found was nothing: no trust, no inheritance, no connection to Carnegie whatsoever. Cassie Chadwick had built an empire of debt on a single, spectacular lie. Stay with us for part 2, where her world completely falls apart. Like, comment, subscribe, and share so you don't miss it.